Taylor?
Yeah.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah, I really like it. It keeps me busy for it's like probably like 90 minutes a session or so. And I mix it up often because I don't know if you're the same way, Woody, but I'll feel like I'm in a rut if I haven't changed anything for like 3, 4, 5 weeks. And it's like, oh, this is so predictable and boring.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I feel like I get better and better at those things, which makes me feel good about the effort I'm putting into it. Like
I keep the core stuff, like bench, squat, overhead press, bent over rows, that kind of thing. But all the accessory lifts, like I try and branch out. Usually I'll literally just go and look at what Athlete X recommends.
Right. You know, 5 great shoulder exercises. You're like, I'll grab 2 of these.
Yeah, and I'll look at that guy and be like, well, he certainly knows shoulders.
Yeah, there's not much. Go ahead.
I've been watching that guy, More Plates, More Dates or something like that.
I haven't heard
and
of
he does this breakdown. You've never seen this guy. He's roided out of his mind.
Great.
His capped delts have capped delts. And he's like, and what he does, he breaks down different actors in their like most beefy performances. Like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is one of the best examples. He shows him from Wolverine 1 to like the last, and he breaks down what steroids he thinks the actor is on based on like how dry they look.
What's the name of this guy's channel?
More Plates, More Dates.
Fuck, this sounds awesome.
It's really fun.
Alpha.
And I wish he did one on Gerard Butler for 300. He did one on what's his name?
Jesus Christ! This guy's
yeah. I told you.
Oh my God!
I told you.
Dude, what's happening here?
This is a man shooting 600 cc's a test a week.
I want it to happen to me.
This is outrageous.
He's incredible.
Yeah, it's honestly unattractive. Like I find that to be too much.
No, that guy.
It's too much. Come on, like his delts are too developed.
No,
it's like, is he also too rich? You know, is there such a thing?
Too much fun. What's that mean? It's like too much money. There's no such thing. No, his delts are enormous. They're like he cannot wear a normal shirt.
No, I think he has a great shirt on in that picture.
I don't think he's wearing a shirt in that picture.
He's a pink
when
tank
your physique
top.
looks like that.
That's just his skin.
If I look like that, I wouldn't own any shirts.
Look,
yeah, that guy. Good for him. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor's not even joking. He wants to be like Mac, like Mac's dream body, where I just want to walk down the hallway and have people leap out of the way because I'm just barreling.
That's what I want. That's just like when he's talking to the therapist, and he's like, and people would move because they'd be like, who's this monster barreling towards me? It's like, you're not that man anymore, Mac. Don't you think I know that?
Did Mac take a step back body wise?
No,
this is when he went from fat to like at least not fat. Before he got ripped.
Okay.
He looks in that like dancing video that he does in that episode. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So fucking ripped.
Very low body fat.
I hope there's a video on him.
There's not, but there totally should be. But these videos are really good. He breaks down several celebrities' body transformations. That Indian actor who's in The Immortals. Are you familiar with this guy? He just went through a big body transformation.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy from Silicon Valley.
Yeah, he breaks that down. He's like, clearly, this is like, I don't know. He said Winstrol or something. He was talking about how like dry he looked, which is when like you're not maintaining a lot of water weight, and apparently that's 1 or 2 specific kinds of steroids in particular. And he's like, I mean, it makes no sense for someone to use one of the most neurotoxic steroids in the world just to get in shape for a role, but it is Marvel, and that's what I think he did. Because they show like before and after, and it's a very soft-bodied man.
And this guy admits to being a steroid user, not the Indian guy.
Our presenter definitely does, yeah. Because he's clearly
he
not
knows
natural.
Chael Sonnen doesn't go into this kind of detail that I hope he does, as you're describing it. But he does claim to have this same power, which is interesting. He's like, I can look at a guy's. I think there were 3 things: traps, delts, and nipples. And he's like, I can look at those things and I can tell you what he's on. I can tell you this, how, and he's a subject matter expert on the impact of these.
Yeah. A lot of times their traps don't develop at the same rate as their shoulders and other parts of their bodies do. Like you see that in Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Hugh jacked man by the end, and he breaks it down. He's like, all right, I don't know the Wolverine movies names, but he's like, this is Wolverine 7. All right. He's 5 years older, but he's undeniably more ripped. Look at the vascular nature of his arms. Look at his head. like he should have a much harder time maintaining any muscle. And yet he's gained a good 5-6 pounds of muscle in the interim between this movie and the last movie.
With the trap thing, do you mean like that steroid trap thing where
it depends on the drug? Like different steroids do different things. But in the case of Hugh Jackman, I think what he was pointing out was that Hugh Jackman does not have a naturally muscular physique. Like he doesn't naturally put on a lot of muscle. Like especially when you look
kind of guy. Yeah.
He doesn't have the kind of what do they call it? There's like mesomorphs and endomorphs, and he doesn't have that composite. Yeah, he doesn't have the correct composition to build and hold large amounts of mass. And yet specific parts of his body are suddenly just very big. His shoulders, his chest get huge.
I much prefer the label endomorph to fat.
I always thought that about Hugh Jackman, like especially in the early roles, like Wolverine 1, whatever that's called.
He's a regular guy.
People were acting like he was Jack, like he was born to be Wolverine. And I didn't see him as that amazing, and it was like I was in Crazyville. Yeah,
he's not.
In the later ones, you could see it, and
I'd say that you're undeniably in better shape right now than Hugh Jackman was in the first Wolverine movie. I think you need to go back and look. His arms look smaller than mine. Like he is not in shape at all.
I think that I am benefiting from a good camera angle. To catch me from here up, not bad.
What's it like having a flattering camera angle and lighting?
Go straight on. There's no big nose at this angle.
You know who got accused of it, and I'm pretty sure it was right because of the trap thing, was Tom Hardy when he played Bane.
He breaks down Tom Hardy as well.
Oh yeah, like he's like his arms, like he's fit, he looks good, he's like thick and big, but his traps are twice the size they should be.
This is actually an article of Hugh Jackman talking about how he was struggling with the way he looked in the first Wolverine movie.
Taylor, I have a question for you. Oh, I'm sorry.
And you can see he's average.
Before PKN and before the Sunday Hangout, your arms looked fucking amazing. Did you lift right before both of those, or is that just how your arms look?
No, I lifted after that Hangout, and I didn't.
So
lift
they got
before
even
that
bigger.
Day. Thursday and Sunday are usually my rest days. Like doing this show,
it would have been Tuesday. No, Monday. Monday it was the PKN.
Oh, you're right. Then no, actually, I worked out after that. Yeah, it was Monday. I went down and worked out, and I've been
Taylor, I'd fuck
super
you. I'm just
consistent.
saying.
But you're not, just like you were saying, you're not seeing all the nonsense over here. All this absolute trash that's piled up.
He has a long sleeve shirt on right now, listeners, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm seeing good chest and arm and shoulder gains because I've been very, very consistent. I'm only down 0.5 pound from this time last week, which not as fast as I would want, but still moving in the right direction. Yes. So I really just gotta, not lose the faith and keep it going, because this is the time of year to lose weight. You're prepping. You have you have
pre-season
summer on the horizon where it's like, do I want to look like this at the pool? No, I'd be embarrassed. I want to look fit at the pool, and so I gotta do that. So yeah, well, I appreciate it. What do you think?
You want women to be terrified when they see you in a parking garage late at night.
I want them to think I'm a potential threat.
No. I want them to know that I'm a potential threat.
Any dude's a potential threat to a girl.
That's my cardio. Did you see that article where they did?
Did you see the article where they measured punch strength from a whole bunch of males from every weight, like just average men, average women? The men have like 165% more punching power, and the weak